Hi everyone, my name is Sandra. Welcome back to my channel. So I apologize for the noise of the air conditioner in the back. It's just been so hot here, so I have to have it on. But today I wanted to show you this gorgeous look using the Colorpop Lush Life palette. And I wanted to get this out there as fast as I could because it just, I love color. You guys know that I love color. I have done a lot of neutral looks over the past, few months actually. And we don't have to wear masks anymore here in Edmonton, Alberta, so I am wearing lipstick. I'm so excited. Technically, it's like this lip tint from Colorpop. I've never bought any of their other products except for eyeshadow, so I'm really excited to wear this out today. I do have a few errands to go run, and the reason why I had to do a voiceover for this particular video is because my daughter is in the room with me and she would have been talking throughout the whole thing, so that's why the voiceover. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, so if you want to see how I got this look, go ahead and keep on watching. Okay, so even though I showed the serum first, I totally put on the Caudalie Beauty Elixir first. It's one of my main steps in all of my makeup routines that I love putting that on first. Then I go in with my serum, and today we use the Caudalie Vinopure serum. The Inky List Retinol Eye Cream is the full-size eye cream I bought fairly recently that I put underneath my eyes, and sometimes I put it around my nose too, just in the dry spots. And I love this cream. It is so delicious. It's the Korres Volumizing Serum-in Moisturizer Mono Reverse. It's got the most delightful scent I've ever smelled. I'm totally buying a big bottle of it when I'm out of this sample. So for my foundation today, I'm using the Mercier Flawless Lumière Radiance Perfecting Foundation in 2W2 Butterscotch, and I'm applying it with the Sigma F82 Round Kabuki. I haven't used this brush in a long time, and it took a little bit just to get used to it again. And also, I forgot to mention my primer was actually the Rare Beauty Pore Minimizing Primer. I've been noticing that my pores have been getting bigger, so I feel like I need to do some kind of pore refining mask. I'm going to probably pick one up from the Bath & Body Works because I'm sure they have a few of those around. But every now and then I have to do that, and I also use like the Biore nose strips and stuff. So for my concealer today, I'm using my Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer in Golden Beige. This stuff is like magic. I have tons of different colors. It works so good. And to blend out the concealer, I'm using my Sigma P84 Precision Angled Brush. This has the perfect angle to get into all of the areas, especially under the eyes, around the nose, and it's a really awesome brush. And sorry for the distractions, you'll see my lips moving in the video, and that is because I'm trying to talk to my daughter. So I wanted a little bit of glow on today's makeup look, so I'm adding the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter, and this is the shade 4 Medium. Right now, because of this foundation in particular, the 5 Tan is just a little too dark. So I wanted to take it down a notch. I blended that out with my foundation brush, which is the biggest tip that you could do blending out any contour or sparkle like this, or not sparkle, I should say glow like this product. And then for my powder, I'm using the Kosas Baked Cloud Set Powder in Cushiony, using my favorite brush. This is the Sigma F37 Spotlight Duster. And usually I use an under eye brush as well, but today I just stuck with the Spotlight Duster. For bronzer, I'm doing the perimeter of my forehead and on the top part of my cheekbones and my nose. And I'm using the Fenty Beauty Sun Stalk'r Instant Warmth Bronzer in Caramel Cutie, along with my Sigma Roxette Ariza Bronzer Brush. I love this brush because it's so fluffy. The brows are, of course, by Anastasia, so the Brow Whiz and the Dip Brow Gel in Medium Brown. I usually skip this part because brows are just so boring, but sometimes it's also nice to see how people do their brows. And I am planning on trying the Brow Freeze Wax. I don't know if that's what it's called, but I want to try that out. And for lips, I'm filling my lips in and lining them with my Milani Color Statement Lip Liner in 09 Spice. And I'm using the Colorpop Just a Tint Lip. I want to call it a lip pencil, but I'm pretty sure it's just, it looks like a chubby pencil stick, but it's like a tint. So I've always wanted to try an actual tint before. and it's very light like a gloss, but it does give that really pretty color. And then I just go back in with my lip pencil to go over any of the areas to make sure everything's blended well. And as for blush, of course I'm using my Sigma F10 powder blush brush, and this is the Tarte Blush Bliss palette. And of course, the star of the show today, my shadow palette from Colorpop. It is the Lush Life palette. I love this palette. I love the color story behind it. And also, I just gave my face a very quick spritz of setting spray before I applied the shadow. And again, I wasn't quite sure where to start with this because there aren't very many transition shades to blend out or to initially go in there and get that warm color. I think there's about 3 different colors. So I went in with the most muted of all the tones, and I just kind of built it up in my crease and made it look warm, kind of going up toward the brow. And then I started with the dark teal and blue colors towards the outer corner. So here I'm using the E25 just to tap that on. And part of me was afraid that I would get a bunch of fallout, but surprisingly it was really, really good. And I did tap off the brush prior to the use. So I'm just blending the dark blue and the teal together on the outside corner, and then you'll see me pop on some of the red sparkly color on the inner corner, and then I just kind of do I guess for lack of a better word, a rainbow shading throughout the eye area just to blend the colors together because, you know, how else would you go from red to blue without adding some green and turquoise in there as well. So I'm just continually blending, and I think that's the trick to, especially when it's a really colorful look, is just make sure all of the colors blend together really well. And the trick also with any sparkly shadows from Colorpop, they go on super, super good with just your finger. And I think that would be one of my tips with these palettes is just use your finger for that. I always used to use a brush just dipped in water or spritzed with water, and that worked well, but sometimes I find that the color transfers to your upper lid, and then you have shadow basically all over your eye and it doesn't look very good. So this is the way to go. So I'm just taking an E15 flat definer and stamping that dark blue shade on the lower lash line, and then I'm going in and blending it out a little bit with this E30 brush. This is just a pencil brush by Sigma, and I don't usually like using pencil brushes because they're too small, but when I blended this out a little bit with my I think I used an E35 right here, it was a little bit too blended on the lower lash line because the colors were just so dark, and I would probably keep it a little bit closer to the lash line, I guess. So I'm going in with my Rare Beauty Perfect Strokes matte black liquid liner, and this is just to fill in all the gaps between my lashes, and when I put on lashes just to make them look nice and black. I'm using my voluminous Carbon Black Mascara by L'Oreal and lashes by Cala 3D Foam Ink, and then of course adding a little bit of highlight to the inner corner. And my highlight, of course, is Mary Lou by The Balm with my F03 High Cheekbone highlighter brush. And that concludes this look. All right, you guys, so that is it for this look. Now, I'm loving it. I did kind of do the eyes just, like I didn't have a plan in mind when I went in. And I realized there weren't really many colors to blend out the crease except maybe this color here, which is Guava and Eden. Those are like the 2 matte colors that are, you know, like a neutral toned base, I guess. There's also Nani, but then these 2 colors I did use to darken up the outer corner. This is On the Prowl and Monsoon. These colors are so beautiful. They speak to me. This is Hotness, Pom Pom, Juicy, Hideaway, Echo, Wildlife, and It's Paradise. So yeah, the color story is so beautiful. So I knew that I wanted to kind of have the darker blue and green, but because I'd done a green look with my Norvina Anastasia Beverly Hills palette not too long ago, I wanted to do something a bit different. So I added the blue, and then I also added like the, whatever that one's called, the Hotness, I guess, Hotness and Wildlife, to make it look like it was going from like orange to yellow to green to blue. So it's kind of like this rainbow effect, but also it just looks like this jumbo jungle tropical vibe going on. I love this palette. I love the way this looks. Like, this is my jam. I'm all about tropical stuff like this. I do actually have tropical stickers on my website because I'm obsessed with anything tropical. And not even that I've been anywhere tropical, so that is kind of sad. But anyway, hopefully in my near future. So that is it for this look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Sorry for the noises my daughter is making. I swear I had to do the voiceover, otherwise the whole video would have been a huge kerfuffle. So if you enjoyed this look, please give this video a thumbs up. If you're new here, please subscribe. I would love to have you. And again, last but not least, click that bell button to be notified every time I upload a new video, and we'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye!